My name is Harper Lane, and this isn't a story of bravery. It's a story of love, loyalty, and losing everything just to save what matters most. I wasn't always alone, but after my parents died in a car accident when I was 19, I ran far into the rugged hills of Wyoming, where nobody asked questions and silence felt like safety. All I had were two souls that kept me breathing: Scout, my golden retriever, and Willow, my chestnut mare. They weren't just companions. They were my family. Every morning, Scout would nudge me awake, that goofy smile, his warm fur pressed against me. Willow would wait at the fence line, her ears perked, as if she could sense my heart before I even spoke. But then came August 17th, the day the winds changed. A dry lightning storm tore through the forest and sparked a wildfire that painted the sky a haunting blood orange. Within hours, the flames had crossed the ridge. My cabin was next. I grabbed what I could: a backpack, my father's faded photograph, and stumbled outside, only to realize Scout was gone, and Willow was still trapped in the barn. For one fleeting second, I thought about running, saving myself. But I looked back, and I swear I could feel them calling me. Not in fear, in trust. They believed I'd come for them. The heat slammed into me like a fist to the chest. As I ran toward the barn, the smoke thickened. Every breath burned, like swallowing fire. "Scout! Willow!" I screamed their names over and over. No answer. Just the crackle of burning trees and the sound of my own heart shattering. I reached the barn. The door was jammed, swollen from the heat. I threw my shoulder into it, coughing, gasping. It finally burst open. And there they were. Willow, kicking in wild panic, and Scout barking frantically, but not at me, at the back wall. I turned and froze. There was someone else in the barn. A man, barely conscious, his leg pinned under a fallen beam. I'd never seen him before. Dusty clothes, bruised face. But Scout knew him because he was protecting him. But Scout didn't move. He stayed by the man's side, growling, guarding, begging me to do what was right. I whispered, my voice trembling, "Okay, boy, we do this together." Smoke curled through the cracks, choking the air. The barn turned gray, suffocating. Every second felt like a countdown to death. I raced to Willow first, untied her trembling legs, whispered, "Go! Go, girl!" She bolted through the barn doors, vanishing into the smoky haze. Next, I ran to Scout. He stood firm beside the stranger, his tail low, eyes pleading. The man was barely conscious, murmuring in pain. The beam pinning his leg was too heavy. I grabbed a broken shovel for leverage, channeled every ounce of strength I had, and, with a raw scream, rolled it off his leg. He cried out, but he was free. "Can you walk?" I asked, coughing, my throat raw. He nodded weakly. Scout guided him, as if he'd known this man forever. But just as we reached the barn door, the roof cracked. A massive beam collapsed, slamming down between us and the way out. We were trapped again. My lungs screamed, my hands bled. The man fell to his knees. And then, in the chaos, he looked at me, his voice barely a whisper. "You're Harper Lane?" I froze. "Yeah, why?" He coughed, then said the words I never expected. "I'm Noah, Dad's son, from before he met your mom. He wrote me once, said if I ever lost everything, I could find you here. I stared at him, tears, sweat, ash burning down my face. He wasn't just a stranger. He was blood, family I never knew I had, lying broken at my feet. And I had minutes to get us out alive. The barn was a furnace now, walls creaking, ash falling like snow. My mind spun. A brother I never knew, a dog who refused to leave him, and a life I was moments from losing. I couldn't give up now. Not after all this. Not when everything I loved was right in front of me. I looked around and saw the side window, half shattered from the heat. "Come on!" I shouted, my voice raw with desperation. I hoisted Noah to his feet. Scout barked once as if to say, "I've got your back." Together, step by agonizing step, we limped toward the light. I smashed the rest of the window with my elbow. Blood trickled down my arm, but I didn't care. "Scout, go!" He leapt through, then Noah, then me. We collapsed onto the dirt outside, coughing, crying, alive. Behind us, the barn roared into a storm of flames, collapsing in on itself, but we survived. That day changed everything. Noah stayed. He became part of my story, not just because of blood, but because he proved himself when it mattered most. Scout, he lived to be 16, never leaving my side. And Willow, she still runs in the wind every morning, strong, wild, and free. Sometimes the people and animals who stand by you in your darkest hour aren't just family by name. They're family by choice, by love, by sacrifice. And sometimes, loyalty doesn't save the world. It saves your world. So if you have someone in your life worth saving, don't wait. Don't walk away. Because real love is always worth the risk. If this story touched your heart, like this video, share your thoughts in the comments, and share this story with someone who needs a little hope today. Because sometimes, all it takes is a story to remind us what really matters.